go down here to Waitrose Station. Before I head over there, I'm going to have my Vival remember false swipe. I guess because it's a TM, I gotta do it the old-fashioned way. There it is. See, I'll have you forget Brick Break. I'm pretty sure that one is also a TM. What do you mean, 2? I never noticed the left turn here before. Oh, it's actually part of this island. I thought it would have been a separate little island. Littleland. A little bit north, tons of snow. Go a little bit south, tons of snow. Crown Tundra Pokedex has been added. Well, since I came back home, but it seems like a lot's changed. It's a lot colder than I remember. There's so many rockish Pokemon wandering around. Rockish? Come on, Dad. Lay off and quit following me already. I'm gonna go on a Dynamax adventure in the Max Layer, and I don't need you breathing down my neck. I'm here to battle loads and loads of rare Dynamax Pokemon. Don't you fret. I know somewhere way more fun than that musty old place. You ready for loads of quality time with the coolest dad ever? What a generous and totally unwanted offer. Afraid I've got to say no thanks. Gonna just mind my own business. Excuse me, hello, lend a fellow trainer a hand widget? Oh. Fine, what is it? Come on, Nia, be reasonable. Or get ready to be ultra mega embarrassed as I unleash the noble roar of Dad. Gah. I'll take a hard pass on that, thanks. Excuse me, hello, yes, you, the boy over there. My dad is stubborn as steel, he won't leave me alone. Back me up, would you? What, are you really brushing me off? That's ridiculously depressing. Was if you not to stick your head into other people's business willy-nilly. Oh, am I gonna... Yeah, I'm gonna be forced to stick up for her. Brilliant. Have a great time with this skeezer, then. Now hold on, lad. Can't say I approve of you butting in blindly. If I give you a trouncing, this young lady here ought to see reason. Name's Peony. Brace yourself, I'm pretty ferocious in battle. Oh, look at that, Caparaja. something to dig with. And I just gave away Brick Break. Aren't you the brave one picking a fight with a one-time gym leader? Oh, you were once a gym leader? Oh, level 70. Oh, now, see, that would have been effective, but I forgot to rest my Pokemon. Yeah, hold on. Just give me a second, sir. I'm back, Levi. Let's take care of this. Meteor Assault. No mercy. Not bad at all, but watch out. Next time, it's my turn. And that was a critical hit. Victor might have overdone it. I probably killed that thing for Sirfetch'd. Ooh, Aggron. Go on, Jace. Steel's tough as they come. The more hits it takes, the more ultra mega determined it gets. Until you smelt it down for other uses. Oh. Ah. It's like I need to hit you a little harder. There you go. Guess it's not my place to be bragging. Look at me, taking out the ration from a youngster like you. Hmm? My darling daughter's disappeared. Where have you gone, my sweet Nia? Of course, my Nia's the sweetest, darlingest daughter a dad could ask for. I brought her out here so we could have a proper father-daughter trip for first one in ages. Now that we've got here, she grabs the first trainer she finds, make him a decoy and legs it. That's my dear Nia for you. That's just her backward way of showing her papa she loves him. Is it? Really? That's the type of girl she is. Ultra mega charming, isn't it? Still, without her, I can't start this adventure of legendary spots I planned for us. She mentioned wanting to have a gander at some place called the Max Lair, didn't she? Sounds really like she wants the good old papa to chase after her. But she needn't worry, I'm not one for wasting time. It's time I get a move on. Cheers for a fine battle. I'll be seeing you then, lad. Take care of those strong Pokemon of yours. I am a-coming! Yeah, we went like maybe a couple miles south and it's just all snow. Piloswine. Iron Tail, Weavile. Smack it with your two little feathers of a tail. What have you got in you? Ferrothorn. A Snum? Yes, it is. Oh, there's a Jinx. Back to berries. Yeah, Jinx, I'll be over there for you in a second. Ah, this thing has Forewarn. I didn't know Jinx had Forewarn. It's been a long time since I've ever tried to use a Jinx or anything, so who knows. Maybe it did have it. Didn't want to worry me, so he woke up early from his nap. Jinx's data will now be added to the Pokedex. Certain parts of Galar. Jinx was once feared and worshipped as the Queen of Ice. There's a Swablu hanging out in the cold for some reason. Oh, and then it's going to go and knock itself out, huh? I see how it is. Original. Oh, it survived with some HP left. That wasn't just one. Oh no, it broke free. It's just like it's awaiting directions of the sun, that giant beam of death from the sun that just smacked it, didn't bother it at all. You're down to 1 HP. Just stay in the ball. There we go. When its icy chains, Cryogonal freezes those it encounters. It then takes its victims away to somewhere unknown. Spoopy scary. There's another Swablu. I have one of these things shiny somewhere. And I decided to just throw the luxury ball because I remembered. I was like, oh right, these things aren't ice types. They'll get hurt by the hail. So if I use full swipe and got it down to 1 HP, this hail would knock it out. Its cottony wings are full of air, making them light and fluffy to the touch. Swablu takes diligent care of its wings. A jar of odd incense. This is a fossil Pokemon. So apparently there's a group of fossil Pokemon that are living out here, restored to life for some reason, or they never went extinct out here. Hi. Just stay in the dang luxury ball. That was definitely like a Kamehameha. There we go. Pokemon was successfully restored from a fossil. In the past, it lived with others of its kind in cold lands where there were fewer predators. We're going to take a look over the edge real quick. Ah, beautiful. Can't see too much. A lot of trees are blocking the way, though. Now, you don't need to be walking over the keyboard, cat. Shiny. Oh, it's him again. Aha! This must be the Maxler that Nia was talking about. Which means my darling daughter is in there right now having a giggle with some rare Dynamax Pokemon. Oh, it's you again. I mean, well, this is the only path. I mean, unless I wanted to jump down the side of the mountain. Well, kid, maybe you ought to come as well. Right? Just, you hold on, Nia, my dear. Here comes Papa. Mammal swine. Cryogonal bomb the snow. Please, sir, I can't let you. Oh, I think you can. My precious daughter's in there and I'm going in after her. I understand, sir, but... But what? I'm here to have an adventure and I want to kick it off right now. I simply can't allow it, sir. Grr. Oh, there you are, lad. So you've come after all, have you? Nothing's alright and everything's the matter. This ultra-mega numpty of a scientist insists on getting in my way. Numpty of a... I beg your pardon, sir. If you'd be so good as to simply listen, I could let you through. Dynamax adventures are quite fraught with peril, and I'm afraid, and... Yeah, I've got no patience for standing here listening to you rattle off the fine print. We're just going around in circles. You seem to know this, gentlemen. Would you simply listen to my explanation? So then I could allow the two of you to enter as a pair. Now you're talking. Go on, then let's hear what the good lady's got to say. Then we'll go find my little Nia together, right? Right. You hear my explanation of Dynamax Adventures? Yeah. That's what I like to hear, mate. I owe you one. Very well, then I will proceed. The Max Lair is a labyrinthine underground cavern where rare Pokemon dwell, the likes of which normally are not found in the Galar region. Form a team of 4 trainers set off to explore the mysterious Max Lair. See if you can find the legendary Pokemon said to await you in the deepest parts of the unusual dungeon. Or the unusual den. To take part in Dynamax Adventure, you must borrow a single Pokemon to accompany. Get things started by having each trainer select the Pokemon they will take with them on their adventure. To explore this den, you'll come to branches in the path. Decide as a team which way to go. When you come across the Dynamax Pokemon, it'll be time for a Max Raid battle. Catch a Pokemon, you can swap out the one you have if you think it'll help you press further into the den. To avoid the risk of Galar particle overexposure, which can cause your own dear Pokemon to lose control, we have prepared Pokemon for you that are resistant to the particle's effects. Right, I follow you. Yeah, that's better than usual, right? You're saying you don't want Galar losing control so the Pokemon rent some particles? And we might see a rare overexposure? That was stunningly inaccurate, sir. This is a dangerous place. Please make sure you've got a firm grasp of the rules. I'm still a touch lost, but that's the type of place this is, eh? Right, sounds like this is all a bit beyond me, so I'll just go on and get cracking. Here comes Papa, my darling Nia. Sir, no, I've just told you it's too dangerous. What is going on with that man? He looks so much like Chairman Rose, but his attitude doesn't match the chairman's at all. Well, when you're ready to go chase him down... Pardon me, I meant when you're ready to begin your Dynamax adventure, please let me know. As it's measuring something, the readings seem to be fluctuating. It's a wonderful item to offer you in exchange for Dynite ore. Candies, Dynamax candy, Wishing Piece, Armorite ore, Premier Ball, Beast Balls, Bottle Caps, Ability Capsules, Ability Patch. Wow, those are expensive. Maybe. I'm not sure how quickly you can get those. We have Pokemon help us out with our investigations too, you know. Alright. If you go on a Dynamax adventure, I'll provide you with Dynite ore as a reward. I'll also allow you to keep just one of the Pokemon you catch along the way. We're to embark on a Dynamax adventure. Would you like to save your adventure so far? Yes, please. You're still new to Dynamax adventures, so we're just trying them alone for now. Just to get a little familiar with the rules before you invite some friends to join you. Alright, let's see. Who do I want to borrow? I'll go with Seadra. There's a strong water type reaction. And we talked about, the group decided to go to the left. Pukumuku. Toxic. That's not good. I should have used aromatherapy and removed the toxicity from me. Shouldn't you be using your grass type moves? Sure, I'll chuck a Pokeball. Only shook once. That must have been a crit capture. There we go. There's a flying type move. I've been waiting for that. And another. Yeah, I'm just going to be doing this tonight. They don't seem to have shields down here, at least. Yes, I prefer to swap Pokemon here. Ah, it's a Durant. I was hoping for something better. Behold my giant ant. Oof. Ah, this is some nice music. It's a Suicune. I didn't think they'd drop me right on top of a legendary to begin with. Oh, it's trying to set up for sweep. terrain got weird. All I can do is cheer. Can't do anything else right now. That has not once come in handy, that white guard. So you can still get your Pokemon back. Okay. It's just it might carry on the number fainted across all the matches, so you have to be careful not to use up all your feints right there at the beginning. I wonder if everyone else encountered a Suicune here, or if it's random. Has pressure, up special defense, down special attack. That's the thing, like, I don't know if I don't select Suicune, do I get a chance to catch it again, or... I don't know, that's the problem. I'll go ahead and take Suicune. Hang on, I recognize you. Are you here for a Dynamax Adventure 2? Wicked. Guess we're on the same wavelength. I'm Peonia. Nice to properly meet you. What about you? What's your name? Watcher. Well, that's a perfect name for you. It really suits you. So is my dad on his way here too? I haven't seen him. As he got turned around, I wound up back at the entrance. Listen, sorry for using you to distract my old man back there. He's as stubborn as a mudbray. Things go all right after I left. What? You beat my old man? You sure pulled a blinder there. He used to be a gym leader, you know. Even on holiday, he's no pushover. You know, my dad was going mad with excitement for this trip. He kept going on about how he planned for us to check out local legends on this super intense adventurer tour, or adventure as he calls it. I mean, come on, what girl my age would be caught dead going some naff thing like that with her dad? Besides, I really fancy having more battles with Dynamax Pokemon. The thrill of battling one of these massive towering Pokemon. Just thinking about it gets me pumped. You know what? I just had a thought. You're a pretty fierce trainer, right? I bet you could handle taking my place on my old man's adventure. Alright, sure, I guess. Too right it does. It's a brilliant idea if I do say so myself. He's so hyped up about all this, it'd be a shame to just leave him on his own. Who knows, you could end up running into a legendary Pokemon. How about I meet back up with you two after I've had my own fun in the Max Layer? Go on then, enjoy your twosome tour of legends. Tell my dad the deal and all that. Oi! It hurts. It ultra mega hurts. Nia, where's my darling Nia? This fine gentleman appears to have tripped on a rock and struck his head. Adventures aren't to be taken lightly. I've learned that firsthand now. Firsthand, I mean. I was just checking to see if my little girl was behind some rocks, and look how I've ended up. Behind some rocks? Is your daughter a roly-poly, sir? There we go, I'm up. The little bump's gonna keep me down long. The kid's got me feeling right as rain. Well, how about it then, lad? Did you find my darling Nia? You don't say. The dear Nia's set on staying away till she's had her fill of this Dynamax adventure stuff. And she wants the two of us to go ahead and get cracking on the Grand Peony Adventure. You know, I burned that candle at both ends working out the best itinerary I could for my dear Nia's sake. I guess she's at the age where she doesn't want her old man tagging along all the time. Trying to press her into doing what I wanna. Nope. You probably don't win me any Dad of the Year awards. Right then, what's your name, kid? Cheers, Phoenix. My name's Peony. Wait, have I already told you so? Then it's twice as nice to meet you. Let's have ourselves such a smashing adventure that my dear Neil will be itching to join the fun. Okay. Well, that's an ultra mega great response. Just what I was hoping to hear. We're going to... Well, that's decided. Now then, Phoenix, let's get ourselves to Freezington. That's a town just a short ways off. Time for a strategic plan and meeting for Peony's Adventure. I'll fill you in on the details once we get there. I say let us reconvene post-haste. Just pulling your leg. Can you imagine if I actually talked like that? Cryogonal. Snom. Ooh, TM. Cosmic Power. Oh, it's a TR. TR. It's not Dino. There we go. Cottonadino. Audino's data will be added to the Pokedex. Audino's sense of hearing is superb. Not even a pebble rolling along over a mile away will escape Audino's ears. I thought I saw something appear over here. Like a yellow aura or something. Guess I was wrong. Too many trees blocking the view again. Hello, hello. What do we have? What have we here? Another visitor? I'm the mayor of this fair town of Freezington. I must say it's a surprise to have visitors arriving in our out-of-the-way town one after another. Might you have been here to learn about the legend of the King of Bountiful Harvest as well? Yeah, sure. Never mind. It hardly bears asking. After all, there's very little otherwise to attract visitors to our sleepy corner of the region. Which is a bit of a shame, really. People come all this way to investigate what turns out to be a mere fairy tale. Once you've made the journey, I must offer you this Freezington speciality as a memento. Boat neck sweatshirt. It's a shirt emblazoned with the likeness of the King of Bountiful Harvest. I'm afraid it hasn't sold quite as well as we'd hoped. We got a fair number left over. The illustration is based on extremely ancient accounts of the king's appearance. Hence the unusually sized head. We thought it might make the design a touch more hip, as they say. I'd like to see what the king really looked like. I suggest you look at that statue by the fields in the center of the village. By the by, while you're here in the Crown Tundra, feel free to let your lead Pokemon come out of its ball and take it for a stroll. Well now then. Oi! Over here, Phoenix! Some lovely goods for sale, huh? Do come again. Our village may not be the liveliest place, but do have a relaxing stay and enjoy the sights. Suppose there's not much to see besides that old statue. Enjoy the one sight anyway. Okay, I'm going to check inside your house now. It's cold outside, dearie. Why not stay a while and get warmed up? Is that a Cosmog? Oh, that's Foofy. I was shivering outside the village and just had to bring it home. I think it's just about when I found Foofy that other strange Pokemon began to appearing in the tundra. I've never seen a Pokemon like Foofy before. It'd be best to have a proper trainer take care of it, if only I could find a dependable one. I'm not dependable enough for you? You like walking around together with your favorite Pokemon? Right, it's the best. Enjoy walking together all over the place. Not sure how to prove I'm a dependable trainer and get a Cosmog, though. All our young'uns have gone off to live in the big city. Except for us old folks getting by with only our Pokemon. Piece of charcoal just sitting in the back. Apparently that Amora's interested in me. Every year the cold seems to bite harder. It's getting to be too much for these old bones. When you're trudging through snow, you've got to really stamp down with your heels. It helps keep you from face planting in a snowdrift. Mayor's house. Have you had a look at our statue of the King of Bountiful Harvests? Doesn't look like you've been having bountiful harvests. Welcome to Freezington. It must have been quite a journey to get here. Crown Tundra is famous for carrots, you know. Maybe you'd be interested in getting some carrot seeds as a souvenir. Quite the enthusiastic one, aren't you? But I must admit, these seeds are rather valuable to us. How about a trade? You bring me 8 pieces of the Dionite ore and I'll give you the seeds. Life is all about quid pro quo, or whatever the phrase was. Yeah, sure. Oh, wonderful. This is plenty. Now you can go bury the ore in our fields and make our crops huge. Here are the seeds as promised. I'll go planting those seeds I gave you willy-nilly in the village's fields now. These fields are for our own crops. Utility umbrella. Protects from rain and harsh sunlight. Doesn't protect from anything else. I mean, don't we have like the weather goggles that protect you from all weather? Amnesia. Blunder policy. Beldum. Bump. It's a statue of a Pokemon, but somehow it feels as if it's missing something. Yeah, it looks like it's missing the top half of its head. This spot looks like it should be used for something. Freeze in. He'd gone and stuck his flag on top of their... it was rather rude. Ah, there you are. This pokey little place will be our lodgings. As of this moment, it's also something far more important, our base camp. I know, not much of a base camp, is it? Still, we've got to give a proper air of importance, haven't we? Now, enough faffing about, Phoenix. Let me tell you about the Peony exploration team is after. Around here, they've got a fair few strange and mysterious legends. For example, a huge-headed Pokemon known as the King of Bountiful Harvests. Not to mention, a massive red tree where legendary flying Pokemon gather. And furthermore, the great Hulk and dot-faced giants that sleep in some ruins or something, etc. See what I mean? This place is just bursting with juicy legends. We're not stopping until we've found just as much truth that they've got to them. And there you've got it. We are the Peony Exploration Team. This is our grand, noble, magnificent goal. Of course, if I had my way, I'd be doing this with my darling Nia, and they keep showing off the top of the head over there. Who knows, they say even chancy meetings can lead to a blissful friendships. So here's to a grand adventure expedition, Chief Phoenix. Chief, obviously. Look, what do you think would happen if the two of us, my dear Nia, could come along for a grand emotional reunion and find this place empty? Just the thought of it, my own darling daughter sitting alone in this room pining for a papa. Gah, nope, not on my watch. I'll never let that happen. So I'll be the one to hold down the fort, Chief. Since you get the pleasure of being the expedition chief. Which brings me to this. Go on, have it. Look at that. It fits you like a glove. Brought some spare uniforms so my dear Nia could have a few change into, so there's enough to give you one. If you ever need to change or have a kit, by all means, just head into the bedroom back here. I've got some different colored scarves in there to switch it up if you fancy a bit of style. Here, have these two. Legendary Clue 1. A clue about the King and Bountiful Harvest is written by a peony and an old photo is attached to it. A clue about the Legends of Giants is written by Peony and has unique drawings. Far, far into the giant's bed lies a temple where the giants of stone sleep. On the temple's door are strange words. Let the Mon chain one. The door remains firmly shut. Sunken in the side of the snow slide slopes lies a temple where the giant of ice sleeps. The temple's door are strange words. Walk together, living style of snow. The door remains firmly shut. Near where green meets snow and the giant's bed lies a temple where the giant of steel sleeps. On the temple's doors are strange words. Let out, note, walk, iron, eel. The door remains firmly shut. On the distant pass of the 3-point pass lies a temple where two giants sleep. On the temple's doors are strange words. Wit, re, door, all be ended. Remains firmly shut. Clue about the legendary bird Pokemon. It's written by Peony as a unique drawing. When the sun reaches its zenith, it shines directly down upon a great tree with leaves that seem to burn. It is here that the legendary wings come to roost. Legendary clues are meticulously compiled from hours of dedicated telewatching. First off, why not have a look at that clue about the King of Bountiful Harvest? It's like the king's bonds with its royal steed, or whatever you call it, run proper deep. So I had to name this exhibition, I call it The Sacred Bonds of Sovereign and Steed. There's a great big statue of it bang in the middle of the village. Uh-huh. Though its head isn't as massive as in my notes. Aha, I've just had an idea. Here's a little something to help you out. Obtained a Master Ball. This is supposed to be one ultra mega corker of a ball. Use it wherever you think you ought to. I got it ages ago for someone I used to know. Never could bring myself to use it though. You ever get a bit turned around, come back to base camp anytime. You can't miss it. Just look for the adventuring crew flag I stuck out front. You made by yours truly. Anyway, I suppose that's that. Let the grand adventure begin. Have a smashing time out there. Hey, Chief, my pillow's caught your eye, eh? Your pillow? Oi, listen here, Chief. I've got some wisdom to impart. If you can put your head on it, you have a kippet, it's a pillow. Fortunately, I went and left my favorite pillow back at home. I went to have a look around town for something to rest my head on. I found this out back behind the inn. Come off it. You want me to hand over my ultra mega comfy pillow? That's asking a lot, even coming from you, Chief. What's that? Think my pillow's got something to do with a legendary Pokemon? Yeah, ultra mega, seriously? This is just some old thing I found. But if you really want it, Chief, who am I to refuse? Alright, go on then, have it. You better make sure you track that legend down. You obtained a wooden crown. Rest of our shit shrunk. Blue and crown fit perfectly on the statue. Oh, oh. Smaller than I expected. Does it want you to follow it? Crawl, crawl. Seems as if it wants to test your strength. Do you want to ready a Pokeball? Crawl, roll, crawl. Crow roll. Sorry, but that doesn't affect Weavile. You try to heal me? Then you go and try and heal yourself. Oh, you won't let me catch you then, huh? Alright, then Night Slash, just finish it off. Crow, 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 round, crow. Round, re-round, crow, round, round, recount, crow, crown, recrown. Wait, what's up? I heard a real big ruckus coming from over here. What's this now, Chief? Are you having a Pokemon battle? Huh? What a massive noggin! Crown. What's this? Ah, yes, a sturdy body, just as I expected. I hope he doesn't mind that I make use of it for the time being. Oh, I see you have grasped the situation already. Very astute of you. I am Calyrex. I am the one known as the King of Bountiful Harvests. I have borrowed this man's body in order to thank you in person, so to speak. Indeed, there are no words to adequately express my gratitude towards you for restoring my statue. In days long past, I reigned over these lands as king. The humans offered me their loyalty and respect, as I was able to bring lush vegetation to the land and give them plentiful harvests year after year. However, it seems that over many, many years, the people of this land have forgotten my existence. They used to make offerings to me every year, but even the tradition has long since been lost to the ravages of time. See, it is the faith of the people that grants me strength, and now I have lost all but a fraction of my former power. Even my loyal steed has abandoned me. However, you were kind enough to restore my statue. That act has returned some strength to me, at least enough to speak to you by borrowing the body of another. Now, kind-hearted human child, I have a favor to ask of you. I must know once and for all whether the people have truly forgotten about me. I wish to speak to the villagers and ask if they remember the King of Bountiful Harvests. I have tried asking them myself, you understand. They treated me like some sort of fairy tale creature. I flew into a mild panic at the sight of me. Please, kind-hearted human, I beg you to help me. Calyrex appeared once I placed the crown on the statue of the King of Bountiful Harvest. Calyrex can apparently speak to humans by taking over a person's body. Peonies, in this case. Now I need to gather more information on the King of Bountiful Harvest from the people of the village. I'm thinking I see something shiny over there. Oh dear, I'm sorry, but I'm rather busy doing nothing right now. Seen a Pokemon like Foofy before. I guess they don't count. King of Bountiful Harvests? Well, if it exists, why doesn't it heal the land around here so we can grow crops for a change? Want to know about the King of Bountiful Harvests? All I can tell you is its name. I think it was called Kelvin? Or was it Callista? King of Bountiful Harvests, I used to believe it was real, you know. I saw that if I made mischief in the fields, the king would steal my body away. Pokemon King? Oh sure, my granny used to tell me stories about it all the time when I was a kid. An old fairy tale, that. Do I remember the King of Bountiful Harvests? Why, of course I do. It's only the main tourist attraction of our level Freezington, after all. Imagine we see more visitors if only the king were real. That's neat, though, that Calyrex actually, like, talks to you. Ah, human child. I trust you were able to speak to the villagers? So how was it? Did they say anything about me? It is as I suspected. Nobody truly believes that I am real. Seems the people of this land have indeed forgotten the bond they once shared with me. Oh no, of course I am not grieving. I am the King of Bountiful Harvests, after all. I know better than to count on humans to remember me. This proves beyond doubt that I simply cannot rely on human faith if I want my powers to return. When my loyal steed were to return to me, I would regain something of what I've lost. Yes, the four-legged Pokemon that I used to ride all across the land. The very same Pokemon that my statue in the village shows me riding. Alas, though in ancient times we spent many days together dashing through the valleys and over the mountains of this land, my power waned and I was forced to part ways with it. Now I know not where it may be. If we should succeed in locating my loyal steed, I have my doubts as to whether it has remained loyal. I have lost so much power. Perhaps the villagers know something about my currently not so loyal steed. I would be in your debt if you could speak to the head of the village on my behalf. If you're able to find any information at all, I ask that you let me know. Oh, what? Oh, Chief, with a massive noggin. Or, wait, no, it's normal. I was falling asleep where I stood. Sorry about that, Chief. Still, I feel strange, like my body's not quite my own. Guess I'll head back to base and get some rest. Besides, it's freezing out here. The King's loyal steed? Loyal steed. That reminds me, I know a lawyer named Steve in Motorstoke. I wonder what lawyer Steve is up to these days. You want to know about the loyal steed of the King of Bountiful Harvest? Well, I've been told it was once a belligerent ruffian that would ruin all our harvest. It doesn't sound like something I get along with. The King's loyal steed is said to have had a favorite food. I can't remember for the life of me what it was. Man knows a lot about old legends like that. Carrots, maybe? Because I got seeds. The King's loyal steed. I was told it had a wondrous fur coat that was as white as untouched snow. I heard that the King's loyal steed had a beautiful fur coat that was dark as night. The mayor's not home at the moment. He went to have a look at that fields in the giant's bed. You'll look for him if you're in a hurry. Fields in the giant's bed are to the southeast of the village. Go through the Frost Point field and just keep going to the left. Maybe I gotta sneak inside and see the mayor's house. Door's locked. Hey guys, I'm stealing your leak. Gunk shot. Yes, there they are. They're exactly what I was looking for. I knew my hypothesis was spot on. Wait, Phoenix? What are you doing in a place like this? Are you having me on? This freezing place? Really the kind of locale I'd pick to go exploring if it were up to me. But here I am, stuck in the Crown Tundra, trying to learn more about a group of Pokemon. There's some Pokemon that prefers places where there are no people, you see. People that choose to live in isolation. The Crown Tundra here is just a place for that sort of Pokemon. My theory is correct, then I think a certain trio of legendary Pokemon could be lurking somewhere in these lands. Sure, my theory's not wrong. If you want some proof, then look. See those footprints? Find evidence of the Iron Will Pokemon. That's 2% of the data needed to track it. Ooh, I like that. My theory is that the legendary Iron Will Pokemon, Cavern Pokemon, and Grassland Pokemon are all somewhere out here in the Crown Tundra. There's evidence like this scattered all over the place. I'll lead us to them. We can find more evidence and collect 1% of the data needed to track these legendary Pokemon. I bet we could use my Pokemon Finder to figure out what habitats they're living in. This place is wicked cold and it's putting me in a hibernation mode. Are you planning to stick around here for a while, Phoenix? You could try to spot more evidence like this and report it to me when you find it. I'll reward your hard work, of course. I'll be waiting in that house there, so I can stay warm and cozy and maybe feel my fingers. So that I can grip a pen and write, of course, since I'll be working so hard on my research. Yeah, that's it. Nida. Critical capture. Females are more sensitive to smells than males. While foraging, they'll use their whiskers to check wind direction and stay downwind of predators. Ooh, I found a bottle cap. Got all the dub wool. Focus ash. I was actually doing a playthrough of Pokemon Shield, where my trainer is from the Isle of, was like born on the Isle of Armor, so I can only use like Pokemon from the Isle of Armor on our team. There's a Snorlax over there. Ah, jeez, toxic, really? Oh, another critical capture. The horn on a Melanidoran's forehead contains a powerful poison. This is a very cautious Pokemon, always straining its large ears. Well, let's see what I got for medicines on me. Evidence of the grassland Pokemon is 2% of the day, and you need to track it. It's 4% of the data needed to track it. %. Snowball. Experience Candy M, Experience Candy M. %. So it like doubling every time I find them. Beep, beep, beep. Oi, oi, it's me, Peony. How are things, Chief? Is that you found someplace ruiny looking? You got to be one of those places, you know, where the legendary giants are supposed to be. Do you see a door with mysterious writing on it? No one's ever been able to get it open. If all that's true, I think I'd call this particular adventure The Terrible Titans, Lurking, Locked Away. Well, how's that grab you? Right then, Chief, I eagerly leave the rest of this research in your hands. Talk to you later. Flash cannon. Doing Peony's voice is kind of hurting my throat. There's something written on the door. Ring the piercing note that will wake the giant of steel. Hard stone. Potion. Mahonk at me. Although, that's not like that's hail. Ooh, another critical capture. All sorts of critical captures lately. Hornet's head has atrophied. It's thought that this happens so Nidorana's children will get poked while their mother is feeding them. And it's a real short horn to begin with. Nidoking. I don't remember that lower jaw having that many teeth like that, but neat. Jeez, all these critical captures. Now, it goes on a rampage is impossible to control, but in the presence of a Nidoqueen, it's lived for a long time. Nidoking calms down. Let's curve back around to the other side of town. Yes, it does. Why'd you have me go all the way around that way if I could have just come this way? Aerodactyl. So I want to be careful not to knock it out. It's a very flashy attack. Fainted. Shame. There's a lot of evidence piled up right there in that little section. Oh, didn't even see that one. 34%. 36%. Revival herb. Jar of honey. 38%. January 2nd. Before long, the ruffian had bent its knees to the king, become its loyal steed. Our people's faith in the king grew firm and unwavering. Our ancestors built a temple around the sacred sapling atop a tall mountain to give the king a worthy home. Moreover, they crafted a set of reins to let the king command its proud steed with ease. Alas, this field is no good either. The soil is barren, no crop could possibly grow here now. Perhaps the lands of the crown Tundra truly are beyond hope. What's this? Oh, our dear visitor, what brings you here? You want to learn about the loyal steed of the king about the harvests? This is hardly the place for storytelling. Come to my home in Freethington. It's better to have a nice chat in the warmth after all. Please visit whenever you're ready. I'll be waiting. %. What kind of stretch was that, baby girl? You just like stretched up and just flop down on your tummy. Are you just trying to show off? Is that what it was? You just trying to show off? Room service. Bottle of HP up. 52%. Tiny mushroom. Frostlass. I think I have Frostlass. Yeah, I do. Ambushment. 6%. I thought I saw something going. I wonder, is it like always hailing back down here, or does like the weather actually change? 58, 60, electrolyzer. 62. There's a magic heart. Jar of honey. Wild magic heart. $64. Barboach, Whiscash, Barracuda. That's not Barracuda, that's Basculin. I think I already have this. Yeah, I do. Shouldn't run. I should battle them, so I don't have to worry about trying to battle so many of them later if I decide to do shiny hunting for any of these. We are 30 Encore. But honestly, it's probably just best to breed them up than try to hunt them shiny like, try and get them shiny like that. %, 70%. Is Anita Queen? Of course. Was this like 100% poison day? broke out. I have to take the time to actually heal now. There you go. You managed to get rid of the poison on your own. Good job. Just stay in the Pokeball. It's not asking a lot of you. There we go. Nickman is better at defense than offense. With skills like Armor's Pokemon will shield its children from any kind of attack. That's the thing though, Nidoqueen can't have kids, I thought. Or maybe not in captivity. I guess in the wild they're able to. So 74%. %. 2%. The thing that didn't step on me, that would have been unfortunate. Naughty Mint. Maybe 4%. That's the last one I needed for that set. Oof. Been a little overboard there, Weavile. %86. %88. 90%. Soothe bell. Meow. Meow, meow. 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 Energy root. Something written on the old pedestal. Do you want to read it? November 30th. Green flourished once more around our village, and rich soil began to spread. Vast lands lay open for farming once more. The village folk began to call the visitor a king in appreciation. Our village had long been plagued by a ruffian that ran rampant through the fields, devouring crops as it pleased. The king, resplendent in its full power, suddenly spoke to us in our tongue, vowing to rein in the ruffian. Spell tag. TR-33. Shadow Ball. '92. 94. 96, 98, 100%. Have you seen what's happened to the statue of the King of Bountiful Harvests? It has become massive. You see, that's the way the king's supposed to look. Now that you mention it, it does resemble the design on our town's souvenir shirts. You speak as if you've seen the king with your own two eyes. The statue's been broken since I was a child. Oh, of course, you want to learn about the loyal steed of the King of Bountiful Harvests. I don't know why you'd be interested in such a thing, but come, then, follow me. An old book I read long ago said that the king's loyal steed was particularly fond of a certain special vegetable. My memory isn't what it used to be. I can't recall what exactly the steed so desired. I think it's best that you search on the bookshelf over there if you want to find out any more. Carbink. The king was a great Pokemon that brought abundance to our cold land. With a sweep of its right hand, the land would be blanketed in vibrant greens and blooms. With a sweep of its left hand, the fruits of the fields would ripen and grow heavy. Its great crown of green gleaming, the king galloped across the land astride its proud steed. And in their footsteps, buds would burst from the soil, and rich life was born across the region. So he worshipped the Pokemon and paid it all due tribute as king. The horse Pokemon gave over its power to serve the king and carry it hither and thither. The two even became one for a time, combining their strength to create a forest in a single night. Its proud steed had been a wild thing once, ravaging the village crops and causing much woe. The king in all its greatness brought this fierce creature to heel and secured its loyalty. For each among us who claims the steed's hide was black as the midnight's gloom, in which ghosts appear, there's another who claims it was white as a block of solid ice. None alive can now say which is the truth. Would you like to check the other books? Right. Though the rains did the king send its power, in order to tame and control its proud steed. The rains, in fact, were made by the hands of the people, thanks for the plenty brought by the king. Those rains bound not only the horse and the king to one another, but bound the people to the king as well. In the drawing of each new year, we must never forget to gift the king with this offering. Let the radiant flower and the name of the steed be woven together to bind us all in faith. Let the secrets of the sacred art be passed from parent to child to grandchild and never be forgotten. While carrots can be grown in the crown tundra, they are rather unusually grown habits. When grown beneath the heaped snow, these hardy roots tend to develop into ice root carrots. When grown in tracts close to where many souls are laid to rest, shadow root carrots will be your crop. Shadow root carrots are a favorite treat for many ghost-type Pokemon, while ice-type Pokemon seem to delight in eating ice root carrots. According to old fairy tales, the key that the King of Bountiful Harvest rode upon loved both of these varieties, or perhaps one or the other. Rare seems to contradict one another, with some stories speaking of a white steed delighting in ice root carrots, and the other mentioning a black steed devouring shadow root carrots. Isn't it, though, dealing with the cold here on the tundra, with the temperature seeming to drop lower and lower with every passing year? While it's tempting to stay indoors where it's cozy, don't forget to move that body, too. Try the Freezington Snow Samba today and get your body moving to stay warm all winter. With both hands in the air, wave here, wave there, bow low, touch your toe, and freeze. And pop to start it all once more. Form a circle of friends and don't be shy. The Snow Samba will fill your young heart. Brainstorming sessions. Minutes taken by the town's tourism leaders. We got a lot of submissions on our last round, so our thanks to all who contributed ideas. We settled on an idea for a new Freezington souvenir sure to lure in more visitors. A shirt featuring our King of Bountiful Harvests. By reusing the artwork from some old documents, we were able to keep design costs low too. Would you like to check any of the other books? Nope. That's it. Crow, crow. Oh, hey there, Chief. Had a feeling someone called me. Was it you? Huh? Human child. Were you able to find something out about my loyal steed? So you found out about something that my loyal steed could not resist? It has been so long since we rode together that I had completely forgotten. This information we may be able to lure my loyal steed to me yet. But tell me, what is it that my loyal steed would find so irresistible? Oh, carrots, you say? Yes, yes, I remember now. Even back when we were together, I'd leap at any chance to eat some kind of crop. Took everything I had to restrain it. Looking back, the crop must have been carrots. I'm in your debt, human child. What we must do now is clear. If we are able to find carrots somewhere, it would be but a trifle to lure my steed back to me. I wonder, do the humans of the village grow any carrots? Can even a single seed I could grow a carrot from it myself? By the stars, you say that you have carrot seeds? A strange bag contains the seeds of carrots? You humans never stop adapting and evolving. I'm constantly amazed by your ingenuity. And yet, the fields of the village simply won't do. Not suited for growing carrots. If I could find rich soil, I could use my powers to grow the crops we need. Where might we find soil suited for growing the crops in the tundras and line? Are you sensing it out? I see two spots that might suit our needs. One is a field covered in pristine snow. The other spot is a field by gravestones, where those who have moved on laid to rest. Though these locations should allow me to use my powers and grow the carrots we need, please ask that you choose a field and plant those seeds. What in the... I seem to get into the habit of falling asleep outside. I guess it goes to show that holding down the fort ain't all that easy. Take care of yourself, Chief. Don't overdo it. I hear that I was able to find carrot seeds. Carrots told me about two fields where I can grow the carrots. You can pick either the field covered in snow or the field of the gravestones and plant the seeds. Nanny. Nanny. Seen that song about the King Steed Pokemon? Oh, of course, my dear, I'd love to. Ice root carrots, cold as ice, bunched all up by the bully and white. Shade root carrots, dark as doom, crunched by the bully with a ghostly gloom. Oh, you make sure you eat your veggies too, just like the Pokemon in the song. Yes, Nan. Binks, how's it going gathering evidence? I guess this is where I should take a quick little rest. I'll see you all back here shortly.